All of us crafters need to find ways to stretch our card making supplies budgets. And one way to do that is to find many ways to use the same stamp sets or dies. In this video, I am sharing 4 different cards I made with the same Tailored Expressions Color My World stamp set. Hello, and welcome to Karen's Creative Cards on YouTube. I am Karen Heshik, and I'm a huge fan of Tailored Expressions. And when I saw these 2 stamp sets recently on their website, I just had to get them. I am using the World Map stamp, this stamp right here, on all 4 of the cards in this video. And I'm also using this Wonderful World stamp set for many of the cards. I love the positive messages in this stamp set, and I took a class from Taylor of Tailored Expressions where she explained share joy is their theme at Tailored Expressions, just as share the joy of creativity is mine. I got this bracelet from Tailored Expressions and it says share joy, which is a lovely message. Again, I love the messages in this set, especially this Oh, the Places You'll Go from Dr. Seuss, which is a family favorite. And I used many of those in the cards I made. And I used this World stamp in all of the cards and some of the words in this Color My World stamp set in the cards that I'm sharing today. Here are the cards I made with the Color My World and Wonderful World stamp sets, and all the details on these cards will be on my blog and links in the description box. I used a new Seth Apter embossing powder to do the world on this one, and I just love that variety of colors in there. It's a graduation card with Oh, the Places You'll Go, sentiment, and a graduation hat, and then on the inside some more inspirational sentiments. Congratulations, congrats graduate, be the change you wish to see in the world. Isn't that a nice thought? This is a baby card that I made with that world stamp, and I created my own stencil with a die, a baby romper die, and that's what that says, and did some sponging. Hello world. Welcome to the world, baby. High fives and naps for all. So another great card with that stamp. I'm a huge fan of Deco foils, and they can be used with embossing powder to stamp with them, as I'll show you in my next card. Rainbow Shattered is my new favorite Deco foil, and I used that to, I stamped with embossing powder and ran it through my Mink and got the world to be all different colors. And then you never want to throw away what's left on after running that through. I used the negative with some a toner sheet and ran it through again and got this beautiful rainbow look, and then I punched a heart and cut this strip here and did the background of the U for You Mean the World to Me. No waste with these Deco sheets, and isn't that cool how it's called Shattered because it moves like that and it has the rainbow colors. So one of my favorite new foils for sure. This is the card that I'm going to make in the video. I'm loving the new sketch foils. This is the green sketch foil transfer sheet from Deco Foil and Brutus Monroe. And I just think it's a good thought to have the world be green. Green's my favorite color. So I did the world map in the green sketch, and then I'll show you exactly how I made this. And once again, I have taken what's left on the after running it through once and ran it through with a toner sheet, and this is the negative, and I like to cut strips and punch out of that and continue the theme on the card. So on the inside we have another punched heart and the sentiment, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Isn't that perfect? And a couple strips. So no waste, and using everything to make that pretty card. I'm using my Tim Holtz stamp platform to stamp that world stamp with Versamark ink. Uh, Looks like pretty good coverage, but I think I will do it one more time, as we can do with these stamp platforms. And then I'm going to dump Nuvo embossing powder, the clear. Now I tried the detail embossing powder, thinking, well, this is a detailed stamp and maybe I'll get an even better image, and that did not work. The detailed embossing powder melted too much and grabbed too much of the foil. So regular embossing powder, not the fine detail, is better. And I also on my Mink, had to put the heat setting at 2. The normal is 3, but I just, to have it cover and grab the foil and not be too hot, those would be my 2 suggestions if you have a Mink, and of course you'll have to play around with your laminator if you have that. So to save a little time, I'm just going to show you that I have covered that with the embossing powder, and I would melt that, heat that with a heat gun. And then you're going to take your foil, okay, and place it over it and run it through your Mink or your laminator, and the result will be that where we embossed picks up that foil. So I'm hoping that you can see that it is a real pretty sparkly look to that map back there, and that was exactly the look that I was going for. Now I'm going to create a rainbow look with my soft brushes from Amazon. And I'm using all Catherine Pooler's inks except for my favorite yellow, which is a VersaFine Claire color. And just going to do some sponging and create a pretty rainbow look over the world. I don't know if you can see it over there, but to clean these in between colors, basically you can just rub it on a microfiber towel and a little bit of paper toweling to make sure, and you're good to go with another color. So I wrote down my Roy G. Biv, remember that? Red, orange, yellow, green in the center, and then blue, indigo, and violet. So we get it in the right order. Green and blue. love how easy it is to smooth on ink with these soft brushes, and I kind of seriously don't think I'll ever use my other ones, my tools that we used before, because I really like these better. Okay, I'm getting some extra marks here. Let's go this way. Well, you get the idea. And now we are going to die cut YOU out for an eclipse look. And I'm using condensed alphabet dies from Cat Scrappiness, which are my favorite dies to do this technique with. My Gemini is just off camera. There's no room to show you this, but you don't need to really see it. But I'm going to quickly cut out YOU. We do need to keep this piece as well. And now I want to use my, oh, I guess I was just going to stamp it. We're going to stamp the stamp says, "You make the world a better place," but I'm going to use a piece of tape to cover up the U. And so the letters, of course, say you, and then the rest of it is "make the world a better place." And I want the tape just on the U, not on the A, and not on the make. And of course then you have to remove that carefully. And that worked. And now we're going to attach this to the front of the card, which I have completed the inside with stripes from the negative and a heart in a world where you can be anything, be kind. I've also cut the YOU out with black fun foam that has adhesive on the back, so that's going to raise those up in a real easy way to do that. I I think the eclipse technique, which is something that they named this, is my favorite, one of my favorite ways to highlight something. I love how the pattern continues from the back through the words, and is very creative. Now we need to put this back in. Which way is it? The right way? This way? Looks like this way. With some glue. So the consonants continue from the background into the letters. And I can see Africa there. And putting the U in place. That glue means that we can move it around a little bit. And the Y. You make the world a better place. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. Love how that card turned out, as well as the other ones, and hope they have inspired you to look at your stamps for different ways to use them. Thanks for watching, sharing, subscribing, and commenting, and thanks too for helping me share the joy of creativity.